Hello and welcome, dear friends and subscribers, to the Cricket Happening Show. As usual, it's going to be a short Cricket Happening Show with not much cricket. Well, as far as today's Cricket Happening Show goes, we'll go to the Pakistan. We look at the Pakistan Super League match where Lahore Qalandars actually suffered a defeat at the hands of the Karachi Kings, who won the match by 27 runs. We'll have a look at that. And then directly we'll be going to some cricket news that is there. So, as I said, it will be a short cricket show. So, let me start off with the 8-man. Also, there is as you know, the Nidahas Trophy T20 series, the Tri series is coming up in Sri Lanka, between the T20 Tri series, which is coming up between India, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. And Bangladesh have selected the squad. We'll have a look at that as well. But first, let me get on to the 8th match of the Pakistan Super League 2018, where Karachi Kings were taking on the Lahore Qalandars. So Karachi Kings were the ones who batted first, and they put up 159 for 7 on the board. In fact, if you look at the card there, Khurram Manzoor was out for 8 of 13 balls with 1-4. Joe Denley hit one monstrous 6 of the bowling. I think it was the bowling of Shaheen Shah Afridi when he clattered him 104 meter 6 by Joe Denley, or the bowling of Shaheen Shah Afridi. And then Yasir Shah was the man who nailed his wicket as he was looking dangerous, Joe Denley, with 28 of 14 deliveries, 5 fours and 1 6. Babar Azam continues poor form. He was out for naught. LBW bowled Mustafizur Rahman. Colin Ingram did his bit by making 28 of 29 balls, 2 fours and 1 6. But Ravi Bopara was the one who really got his team, that is the Karachi Kings, to a score of 159 for 7 with an unbeaten 50 of 34 deliveries, 2 fours and 2 sixes. Mohammad Rizwan 1, Imad Wazim 15, Shahid Afridi 6 with that solitary 6 that he had. Irfan was not on 16 with 12 balls. The tall guy hitting 1-4 and 1-6 in a 16 ball not out knock of 12 deliveries. Sohail Khan 4 overs 2 for 45 was costly. Shaheen Shah Afridi was dismissed for 39 runs of his 3 overs. Yasir Shah did a good job, 2 for 25. Mustafizur Rahman was brilliant, 4 overs no made 1 for 22. Sunil Nareen was excellent, 4 overs no made 2 for 18. Aga Salman 1 over none for 8. Lahore Qalandars were given a target of 160 runs. They started off, they definitely lost Sunil Nareen very early in the piece when Usman Khan picked up his wicket. But Brendan McCullum hammered 44 of 30 deliveries, 5 fours and 2 sixes. But after that, what one saw was that Shahid Afridi's leg spin and Imad Wazim's spin really started telling on the Lahore Qalandars batting. As McCullum was LBW ball, Wazim for 44. Fakhar Zaman was out to Afridi for 90, 15 deliveries, 2 fours. Umar Akmal could contribute only 6 of 5 balls, becoming a victim of Afridi. Dinesh Ramadan 11 of 19 balls, scratched around a bit. Sohail Akhtar 9. Aga Salman, and then Usman Khan came in to rattle the tail. Aga Salman was out 15 of 17. Zohail Khan's not out of 9. Yasir Shah was bowled by Mills for 6. Shaheen Shah Afridi was caught and bowled Usman Khan. And 132 all out. The Lahore Qalandars losing the match to Karachi Kings by 27 runs. So wonderful job done by first the spinners and then Usman Khan taking care of the tail after dismissing Sunil Nareen. Usman Khan 4 overs no made 3 for 26. Taimal Mills was costly, 3.3 overs no made 2 for 33. Imad Wazim 1 for 25 did his bit. Irfan 1 for 70. Shahid Afridi, look at his bowling, 4 overs no made 19 runs and 3 wickets. Splendid bowling from Shahid Afridi, was declared man of the match. 1 over for 8 runs for Colin Ingram. So Lahore Qalandars not picking up many points and Karachi Kings getting the win there. So this is something. And there was only one match which was played today in the Pakistan Super League. Now we have a look at the Bangladesh team, as I said, which has been named for the Nidahas Trophy T20 Tri Series in Sri Lanka, which also includes India, as you know. And Bangladesh have decided that they got a lot of new faces in the squad, and they have really mentioned that they are actually building up for the World T20 tournament, and they have decided to put in a lot of youngsters into the mix. Shakib Al Hasan will actually captain the Bangladesh squad. Mahmoodullah, Tamim Iqbal, Soumya Sarkar, Imrul Kais has been taken into the team, keeping in view that he is good against fast bowling. Mushfiqur Rahim, Sabir Rahman, even though he has not been in any great form, has been given an opportunity. Mustafizur Rahman, according to me, has been doing a great job right now in the Pakistan Super League, and he is also a part of the squad. Rubel Hussain gets his opportunity, is there as well. Taskin Ahmed, who was not considered, has been taken into the team on the request of the captain Shakib Al Hasan, who has said that Taskin Ahmed is the fastest bowler in Bangladesh right now, and Shakib Al Hasan feels that at the R. Premadasa Stadium, Taskin Ahmed's yorkers and bouncers would be a sort of a very, very important value to the team. Abu Haider, Abu Jaid, these are the new faces who are in the team. Abu Haider, Abu Jaid, Ariful Haq, Nazmul Islam, Nurul Hasan Mehdi, and Mehdi Hasan Mirza. So they have taken these youngsters, as the Bangladesh have said. The reason they have taken the youngsters is they are also trying to build up a squad for the World T20 tournament. So they are doing this with an eye to the future, and so that is the team composition. And Mashrafe Murtaza wasn't considered by the BCB because despite Mashrafe Murtaza was not considered despite a plea by the BCB to probably Mashrafe Murtaza was told to come out of T20 retirement, which he did not. So that is as far as this is concerned. Now we have a look at some cricket news. The cricket news that is coming in is something which probably one didn't expect, but it is coming. Morne Morkel was given great service to South African cricket, and probably, as you know, Australia are there in South Africa, and Morkel has announced that this Australian series at home would be the swan song series for him. So 4 test series that Australia will be playing, that will be the final time Morne Morkel would be seen in test matches. So Morne Morkel decided to retire, and he is also close to 300 wickets in my reckoning, and I think that should happen. He's not very far off the line. He's in 290 odd wickets in test matches. So Morne Morkel has decided that he's going to retire after this Australia series. And one knows what a big asset he has been to South African cricket with this stature that he has. A very tall guy, gets the ball to, in addition to the natural bounce, he gets natural bounce on any wicket, any sort of surface, because of his very good natural height. The other news is, and also Courtney Walsh, as you know, after Chandika Hathurusinghe has left the Bangladeshi cricket team, one has not seen any new coach being appointed. So Courtney Walsh, who is the bowling coach, has been named as the interim head coach of the Bangladesh cricket team. The other news, as you know, the World Cup qualifiers are about to begin. The World Cup qualifiers, which is going to be played in Zimbabwe in March, to see as to which are the teams that would qualify. 2 teams can qualify, as you know, for the World Cup 2019 in the United Kingdom, which includes a lot of nations, as you know, Zimbabwe, all the associate nations. No longer an associate nations, they've been given the test status. Zimbabwe, Ireland, Afghanistan, West Indies are the ones in the fray as well. So the reason I'm talking about the World Cup qualifiers is that Afghanistan is going to miss the services of the captain Asghar Stanigzai. But as I was always been telling, that Asghar Stanigzai has not been in good form at all. After getting the captaincy, one feels that his form has dropped, but one knows for a fact that earlier Asghar Stanigzai was very, very consistent before he became the captain. So I don't know whether that has something to do with his batting, but nevertheless he would be missing the start of the World Cup qualifier due to an injury. And the last news that I would like to say here is that the Indian Premier League 2018 would be starting in the month of April, on March, I suppose. And the reason I'm talking about that is that, as you know, Chennai Super Kings, Dhoni, Ravichandran Ashwin are someone which are household names. And Ravichandran Ashwin is a local home favorite there in Chennai, because he hails from Chennai, and he has played for Chennai. He has been a part of the Chennai Super Kings success. But this time, Ravichandran Ashwin would be playing for Kings XI Punjab. But there is some good news for him, even though he's playing for Kings XI Punjab. And Ravichandran Ashwin has been named the captain of the Kings XI Punjab team. And I'm told that Ravichandran Ashwin has this ability to actually. I think he's a very, very. I think it would be interesting to see, because Ravichandran Ashwin, I always felt that he has a good cricketing brain and he could be a very good thinking captain. So his captaincy skills would be on test. And as we also know, Ashwin is going to unveil a sort of a real surprise in this Indian Premier League, where he has already experimented it in the Ranji Trophy, and that is to bowl some leg spin coupled with this. So he can really, and he has also picked up wickets, let me tell you. So this could be something where the batsman had to be very watchful, because he already is befuddling them with their googlies and all. And Ashwin probably, one also has a feeling that he has realized that the Indian spinners now, if you see, Yuzvendra Chahal is a leg spinner and Kuldeep Yadav is a Chinaman bowler, and Ashwin feels that if at all he has to keep his place in the side, it's only one way, and that is to learn leg spin. And I really admire the determination that Ravichandran Ashwin has shown here, and it'd be very interesting to see as to how the batsmen cope with it, and as to how he really bowls those different deliveries, because he would be a multi-dimensional player according to me, because he's not only going to, and he will be the first person to do that in cricket, where after bowling a lot of off spin, now he's going to mix it up with leg spin as well, and that could really prove a tricky proposition according to me to the opposition. And it will be very interesting to see as to what's the outcome of his bowling leg spin coupled with his off spin and his the carom ball that he bowls. Well, dear fan subscribers, as I said, this was the last thing that I wanted to state on my cricket happenings. And with this being said, it's about time to say good night on this cricket show. Thank you.